we have program redos, Grand Prix season-ending injuries, coachless situations, Gabby telling people what's what, and so much more, y'all. Join me as I dive into Olympic season happenings. But first, don't forget to like, hype, share, and subscribe for more figure skating-related content. As for program redos, Haein LEE is returning to her short program Sirens and her free program Belles of Notre Dame. I'm a little disappointed about the free skate change because I feel like she's really settling into Carmen. She really sold me on it the last couple times, so I'm not sure why she's going back. I have to refresh myself with the Notre Dame program. I believe it was at Montreal Worlds I saw it. And maybe she felt like she just wanted to go back to something familiar for the Olympic season. Who knows? Alysa Liu is going to go back to last year's programs. So she's going back to the Promise program and Adonis Summers program. Since arriving at Cup of China, she told the Golden Skate that the Lady GaGa program is just on pause for now because they're still reworking it. There were some rumors that potentially she would not be doing the Lady GaGa program because it's illegal in China. Lady GaGa, that is not her program specifically. However, as Judith from Golden Skate pointed out, the rumor that Lady GaGa is banned in China is not true, and noted that Hoka and Kunkel, representing Germany, will be skating to Lady GaGa at that event. Anyway, the main problem I have right now is how are her boots? That's what I'm worried about. And I know the season's already started, but we're still finding out skaters' programs. Chock and Bates will be skating their rhythm dance to what feels like 9 million Lenny Kravitz songs, but in reality, after last year, nothing could feel like 9 million for them. So they're going to skate to American Woman, Fly Away, Always on the Run, Are You Gonna Go My Way? And for their free dance, it's Painted Black. I'm curious to how they're gonna flamingo that. We shall see. Maybe flamingo is not flamingoing, but I thought they were flamingoing. They look like they're flamingoing, so what's going on? Loena Hendrickx reported that she will have a surprise for us by changing up her short program, so maybe she's taking us out of the club or to a different club. Loena and Niina Pinzarrone had the opportunity to model Team Belgium's Olympic outfits for Milano. That looked like such a cool event, like they got to walk the catwalk. That is just awesome. And speaking of Niina, we have also been hit, y'all, with a slew of skaters just dropping out of the Grand Prix due to injuries. Niina Pinzarrone decided to drop out so she can recover from her injuries. So according to a Belgium sports website, Niina reported that first she suffered a small fracture in her foot in May. Then she had to undergo surgery again because of an open wound causing an infection that extended all the way to her knee. She was quoted saying, "It's a special season where we're mainly focusing on the second half with the European Championships, the Winter Olympics, and the World Championships. This way, I don't put too much pressure on myself and I can recover 100%. This is definitely not a step backward. It's simply a more constructive path to the games. I still have time to train so I can prepare calmly." 100% think this is a very good decision. If she were to bounce back too fast, she just risks a couple things: re-injuring herself, losing her confidence if she's not able to skate up to the way she was, and perhaps changing the judge's viewpoint and officials' viewpoint of her, like their perception of her skating. If she were to skate poorly, does that mean that she's going to have, unfortunately, lower scores throughout the rest of the season, just because, unfortunately, we know how that works? Kimmy Repond from Switzerland, she also dropped out of her Grand Prix assignments due to a nagging foot injury. What's promising is she has shown footage that she has since returned to the ice. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed we'll see her at either Europeans or the Olympics, of course. Niina Petrõkina from Estonia also decided to take a short break due to medical reasons. And she also posted this incredibly sweet picture that warmed my soul times 9999, where she's like, "We will meet on the ice again," in response to Niina and Kimmy. I think overall, all three of these women are making the best decisions right now. I'm so happy their coaches are hopefully behind them as well. This is the Olympic season. They don't need to be going out there injuring themselves more, tanking their scores and their confidence. So here is some other big news. I will admit I don't know all the details. I've tried to find it. It's all not been announced yet, so bear with me. The skating school announced on Instagram that Deniss made the decision to change to a new coaching environment. Don't know all the details behind it. There's some speculation that potentially it has something to do with the chaos with this federation. I do know also, I have heard people who are close with him who say this is a good thing. I'll update y'all when I have more details. What I do know is he is attending the Cup of China alone. There was this really incredibly sweet fan project going around where there was a Google form circulating so people could provide him with words of support. That has since closed, likely so that the creator can take the time to gather all that information and compile it and present it to him. But what we can all do, those of us, including myself, who either thought, oh, I'm going to fill that out and then didn't get a chance to, or just now finding out about this, we could still provide him with words of encouragement and support on Instagram, just anything that shows that we are there for him. And I absolutely love that he has such supportive fans that they even started this project. I adore this. This is what makes me smile about the figure skating community. Gabby Papadakis, after, or maybe it was during the Grand Prix, all these days are honestly meshing together, and it's going to be worse when Cup of China hits. But she took it to Instagram to clear the air about some things. And I will just read it for you. She said, "This weekend, I read in several articles that I stopped competing to, quote, focus on shows, quote. That's not what happened. I stopped because the environment I was in had become deeply unhealthy. I was exhausted physically and mentally, and I had to leave to protect myself. I didn't have a choice. It was only afterwards that I felt the desire to do shows, to skate with a woman, and to give visibility to the movement of same-sex couples in figure skating. It's important for me to say this because reducing that decision to a simple change of direction completely erases what I went through and the weight that this experience had in my life. Today I'm happy, I'm slowly rebuilding my life, and I want to keep working to make the culture of competitive skating healthier for the next generations. But there's a part of me that didn't choose this ending that will always carry its weight, and I don't want to erase it. If that is not a sneak peek into her memoir titled To Not Disappear that's coming out January 2026, I don't know what is." And I remember she posted on the Instagram story that it would be translated in English. So I am so looking forward to this. It is incredibly brave for her to clear the air like that, especially since she's still in the figure skating world. I know she's not coaching, I don't think, and she's not competing, but she's still very much ingrained in it. And also it's very powerful that she is able to take all of these difficult situations that we don't quite know all of them yet. We know some of them from what she said in interviews, but we're probably going to find out more, and channeled it into a memoir. So I will definitely be pre-ordering that as soon as it comes out. This feels like an Onion article, but it's not. It's not an Onion article. Plushenko organized a competition called Cup of Plushenko, and the winners will be given a trophy in the shape of Plushenko himself. And then he's also going to be featured on the medals. I need someone to verify if I have been punked. I mean, I could see it. The trophies feels like a little much. The trophy and the medal of Plushenko, those two hybrided together, like those two things together, just a lot. I kind of love this because it's entertaining. Of course, he has Cup of Plushenko with a trophy and a medal of himself. Please tell me there'll be banners. I need to make sure that Americans can watch this because I can only imagine what it's going to be like. Speaking of Russian figure skating, Kostania was seen on, I think it was Instagram, doing a double loop throw and a lift. And Trusova has restored her triple flip. I'm just hoping, and I think they have both been in talks with their doctors and that it's safe for them to do this. I can't get Ashley Wagner's question where she was like, wasn't she just sawed in half in response to Trusova getting back on the ice again? Speaking of Ashley Wagner, I can't help but playfully tease her at this moment because of the running joke that she hates sportsmanship in response to when they were talking about the Grand Prix final last year, and she was unamused by this interaction here because she felt that Cowrie should have been just more upset with her placement in the Grand Prix final. But it looks like she's coming around to love sportsmanship at this point. Madison, Chock, and Evan Bates have partnered with Nulo Pet food for this Olympic season. I love seeing the king and queen of ice dance with their pets and getting sponsored. Side note, if you have a geriatric cat with chronic kidney disease, then these perfect purees right here for the chicken salmon and chicken flavors are lower in phosphorus than similar lickable treats for kitties. Not a sponsor, y'all, but I have an older cat and I'm constantly looking for small treats that he can have that fits his kidney disease diet. Not a sponsor. This is not an ad. Ilia has teased that he's planning to show a new jump after the Olympic season. It'll be a surprise. You'll find out later, I think. I'll show the jump next year after the Olympic season. I don't want to get injured now. Y'all, it's going to be a quint. We just know it. It's going to be like a quint combo or quad axle quint, something off the chains. Gabby Daleman earned second place at Skate Ontario's sectional series. I was able to see a couple clips of her short program and her free skate. Her short program looked good. For her free skate, it looked like she was running out of stamina and she made a couple mistakes here and there. I'm still intrigued to see how she's going to shake out compared to the other Canadian women who are not playing this season. I mean, we got triple axel, just so much going on. And side note, I really predict right now that Keegan will not be able to make it to the Olympics. Just thinking about how the Canadian men are here and ready to rumble. Like, it would take something absurd at this point, I think, for him to be able to get that spot. Nathan Chen showed off his gymnastics skills, and I feel like there could be an interesting movie if, like, he and Simone, like, switched professions because she's been teasing that she wants to skate. And so let's make this weird movie happen. Scott Hamilton announced that he will be providing in-studio coverage at the 2026 Olympic Games. This likely means that he's going to be in Connecticut and not so much, I feel like, boots on the ground in Italy. Maybe he can post hilarious videos like Adam did when Adam was stuck in Connecticut and not in Paris during the Summer Olympics. We've also seen signs of the skaters arriving at Cup of China, y'all. I'm so excited. And there's a Sway and Han sighting, so like they may really truly be there. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to have our sleep schedules destroyed for those of us. And we saw Chock and Bates' new costume thanks to the Golden Skate. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Maybe it's something that I need to see in motion in North America for Cup of China. I just already know I'm going to have lofty goals of like watching it in real time. It's not happening, y'all. It's just not happening. All right, y'all. Tune in next week for Olympic season happenings. But first, don't forget to like, hype, share, and subscribe for more figure skating related content.